Hi and hello from Spring Hill, Florida. It's Priscilla Batzell at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. And I have been thinking about growing some grass for a long time. Maybe it's because it rains so much here the grass stays like mowed for a minute. And then it tickles my feet all the way out to the studio. Anyway, so this is my 20 by 20 canvas and it's gallery wrapped. We really don't want to make any mistakes with that, but I think we can do this. I've done something similar in watercolor. And I don't promise to do it any particular way. What I do promise to do is make it interesting. I'm going to throw some colors of grass. Actually, where's my... I need a bowl to put my stuff in. Also, I'm going to be swiping today, and I have a variety of Princeton Catalyst tools and a palette knife. And some other stuff as well. Anyway, back to the chore at hand. I'd like to have that come out, please. That looks very similar. I know it's not exactly the same, which is good. That's what I had in mind. I probably should have checked to clear my tips, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. And I did shake everything. Sounds like I missed a marble in that bottle. Come off. Anyway, so I want a couple of batches of green. Light green, yellow green, weird green, all at once to be available to me. And then I'm going to set my canvas up. And I just keep taking those off of there. I like this Prussian blue. I'm thinking about using it as a background color. Kind of want to see what happens when I put it in there. I had some. Yes, I used that yellow already. I'm going to go back. I think the gold is a good thing to have in the grass color, just because dead grass looks golden. And we'll go back and start again. And I had that shaken. And now I know it's shaken. And there's not a lot of paint in there, and I'm kind of thinking maybe a little more would be a good idea, but I'm using all my colors already. Alright, so that's weird. That's not pretty, not yet, but I think we'll change that soon enough. Probably not with that color, but you never know. Grass is grass, and it's a million colors. So that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. And just so long as I have something to dip into. I'm planning on using colors directly out of my squeeze bottles, too. As long as they'll squeeze, that is. Yes, splooge. That's not really squeezing very well. Let's put an anomalous road color in there, because we can, and it might mix. Yeah, I'm not sure that was a good idea, but you know what? Everything usually works out in the end, for the most part. I like this turquoise. And I like it when it squeezes out slow, instead of giving me an overabundance. Okay, so I'm getting closer to what I had in mind. I also have around here somewhere, yes, some other green colors. And this is almost gone. I'm going to be mixing colors for a whole day real soon, actually. Unfortunately, that's what it takes. Put some more of that in there. Alright, now, I don't want most of that stuff in my way. And that is in a dustpan, which means I don't have to overly fill it, and I will be using my scoop or my shovel or something small. I have a few of those scoops. Where are they? Anyway, I have a few of those. They're there. Hobby Lobby, $3 for 4. I recommend. They were not in any particular section you were going to find anything, and good luck getting somebody in sales to help you find that. So, here I am with this big canvas, and I want a sky area, and I haven't really made a plan to make the whole thing. I'm going to leave that cap off and hope I can remember. This is my, yeah, I interrupted myself. This is my OXO omelet turning spatula that's listed in the Amazon link directly below the video. I do want to let some of that paint fall over the edge, but I'm a little nervous about it yet because I like to be able to hold onto my canvas. Anyway, it looks like I have a lot more paint than I need, so I'm not going to worry about anything. I'm going to put my glasses on my face so I can tell the difference. Yeah, you know what? It's just the way it goes. I've been pouring so much paint on canvases, or so much white paint on canvases lately, that I had to mix up a new batch. And this one is spreading really nicely. It seems just really nice, different. I'm also seeing some canvas through, so I don't know how long it's going to stay dry. It's cloudy here today, so unless the sun comes out, we might get a break from things drying up really fast, but they have been drying up. What's that? Really fast. So I'm going to try and be really fast too. Good luck with that. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I want to make sure to tell everybody my artwork is for sale and I don't have any other income, and it would be lovely to sell some paintings. So if you know any millionaires, let me know. Post, private message me and let me know if you know somebody who's an art collector who might want to collect something for somebody who might be famous someday, or revered, or appreciated thoroughly at least. And that would help us financially tremendously. So there's also Patreon and PayPal for anybody who can afford to contribute. I appreciate your help, and I really appreciate the help of the people who have already done so. So white paint is spread. I think I was going to play with this. I don't usually have blue colors sell, and I don't usually use Bahama Blue, and I don't know why I put that all the way over there. That was kind of dumb. Anyway, so because skies are occasionally blue, but mostly white, at least around here, unless they're pink. Yeah, none of that made any sense. So I'm just going to mix that up a little, see what happens, and use the extra on the edges because I'm here. And I did set a timer, and we don't have any more than 12 minutes left. So this may run over. It should run over. This should not be a really super fast painting, because I'd like this to be a really nice painting. And I've never done what I'm about to do before, which is to attempt to make an organic looking form in an abstract way. It's sort of an impressionist scape, I guess, but it's close up, because I just like blades of grass and the texture of the acrylic pouring medium. I think might make it pretty interesting, and anything I see is going to have to come out of there, and where it came from I don't know, but we have a nice pale blue, and I can always add a little white after if I want to. And the back of this canvas, hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but I don't know, is mostly covered, which is good because I don't want to put grass up there in the sky. Anyway, so the spatula makes sort of nice marks. Just random and pretty and cloudy and whatever. Yeah, I'm not making a lot of sense today. I got most of my colors out of the way. And what I want to do is throw that in the bucket. Because if you don't throw your stuff in the bucket, then you have to deal with things not working out. Alright, I'm interested in taking 2 background colors to make myself some grass. I don't know how any of this is going to work. So you and I are going to find out together. And my plan is, if it comes out now, please. Wow. Okay, well that's not my plan. But, being that that's what we've got, I'm going to take my bamboo skewer and I'm going to pick up the paint. And that's a because I can moment. And I'm not going to worry about anything because I plan on swiping anyway. I'm just going to keep picking up my paint, putting it into the wet white, which is probably perfect timing, honestly. Not going to worry about it. This is definitely a place where if you don't like happy accidents, you should not tread because they're pretty common. And at least for me, they're kind of happy a lot of times. Alright, so this is supposed to be a bit of a shadow color, and I am inclined to not... Whoop, hello. Okay. Slow down. Be a little more careful. I'm going to put some of that directly on my skewer and see how that works. That works okay. I kind of wish I could dip. If I get a long dish, I have this tool in mind I keep inventing in my head that has a sort of a 45-degree angle handle. And I can dip things that are skewer or wire shaped into them. Oh, do I want to chance it? I guess I'm going to chance it. That did not work, but that's okay because we're going to keep going. I also have over here, did I show you already? Princeton Catalyst Skew. Oh yeah, spatulas. Duh. Tongue-tied again. I'm just trying to get too many words out at once. I love my flat front, and it's good for pulling paint and making marks, especially in white canvas. So I'm going to go back again and continue with my plan. Only this time I'm just going to be belligerent and drag it on the canvas because I can. And because I never have, and I want to see what that looks like. And now I'm getting my background. And I suppose in a pinch I could swipe, and that would be normally what I would be thinking about doing, but this is not my typical swipe. This is just something completely different that I've been thinking about for a while. And yes, I can see I'm going to have to go down and at least black out my bottom at some point in time. So I don't know what's going to come of these marks, but I do want them there in advance just in case I want them. And this Prussian blue that I love does sell. And I'm just going to take my drips over the side and wipe them in and think that that might be pretty down there. Plus I'm dripping down below and I hate wasting paint, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, so here goes nothing. And I'm going to start from the bottom up. I'm going to put this over here. Move some stuff out of the way. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see, but there's my pan of colors. I really wanted some more purple in there. I really want some more purple in there right now. I want my neon purple. It won't dry neon, it will dry darker, but I do want that variation. And sometimes I like a little white, and sometimes I like a little black, but I think we're going to start with what I got. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So, there's my green. It looks a lot less like a lot of green than... I know, I interrupted myself. Alright, maybe not everybody's blade of grass, maybe just mine. But it's okay. My plan was originally to swipe that out, but I'm going to leave it because I like it. And then I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to try it without tipping. And I'm going to try it in skinnier lines. That way, if I want to try swiping, and I'm going to do that in a second, I can. And those Princeton Catalyst spatulas are really great for scraping my little scoops out. And because I can, let's go right up the side. Let's try and go right up the side. And I'm going to use whatever falls over right now. And I'm also going to dip my little spatula right into that pretty color paint. And I'm going to do the edge right now while I talk to you. Another because I can moment. Brought to you by me. And I'm going to keep doing that. Dipping that little spatula in there. Making sure my colors are covered. It's sort of the same theory as when you let some paint from an overflow out and you come back later and you see that it's got great colors and you wish your painting was as pretty as that. So we're hoping for a similar effect. And knowing that tapping my spatula will help me. It's not the most grassy looking thing so far, but I'm also not done. And obviously the grass hasn't been cut in a while. Let's do that here. Let's let that run right over. Yep. I think so. Now, because I wanted those darker colors in between, I'm going to go ahead and see what happens when I create that kind of contrast in there. I don't want it to go all the way down. I don't know if I even want it to go all the way up. I do know if I see a color I like in my paint, in my pan of colors, that I'm going to add some more of it. And I'm going to keep looking to see if I've got paint to cover that edge, because it is almost 2 inches wide. And I'm going to keep trying my different methods. Let's see, I think it's time to go ahead and add some more color. Add a couple more colors. I'd like to tip it and see what happens, but I'm a little nervous. Let's let some of that go over the edge. Let's just leave one short and see what happens, shall we? Grass grows straight most of the time. What am I going to get? I also kind of plan, I like the one that's next to it going as well. I also plan on dipping my bamboo skewer into that and letting the paint become agitated. And it does occur to me that I can channel that someplace else as well if I want to, and come back and add some more stuff later. I'm going to use all that down below. Whoa! I'm operating a 20 by 20 canvas on a 16 by 16 inch tile, just resting on top of a Lazy Susan. Kind of want to take the torch to some of it. I think I'm just going to diddle around for a while, spread that purple out. Of course, it's going right into the white, so it's becoming a lighter color, which might actually work out if I wanted that purple to stay there, but I'm not sure that was part of the plan. We have 2 minutes left. So if you guys want to see my wet and dry artworks, I have posted the link to the Facebook album that shows the wet and dry artworks from the videos. I have several Facebook pages, so it's not going to show you everything I've ever done. There's way too much of that, and you don't have time for that. But anyway, we're down to 2 minutes, maybe a little bit more, and I'm just going to keep making grass. I want to see what happens when I swipe that down in the white. Kind of don't mind that. Not sure what's going to come of this. I don't think all my grass is going to be the same height, but I bet real grass is not all the same height. When I did my watercolor version of this, there were 20 different colors of blue and shades of green and turquoise and yellow in there. And that worked out very well for me. I liked that a lot. I have some thick paint in there that if I can make it move over, I can use it next to that blade of grass, and just swiping it will change the whole look of it, I think, a lot. I gotta keep... Actually, I think I'll have a minute when the timer goes off. I want to thank all the contributors. I want to thank everybody who leaves me wonderful comments. I really appreciate that. I'm just going to add some more of this Prussian blue that I like, and see what happens when I dip a skewer, no, the longer skewer in there. Create some darkness. I'm liking that a lot. I think I'm going to take a little time to do some of that. And sometimes I get tired of making paintings really fast, and this might be one of those times. And you can decide for yourself whether you want to come back and see part 2, but I'll be here doing that. And I love you guys' company, as always. Thank you for stopping and joining me. Also, I'm a paint stealer from way back, so I'm going to dip that right in there. Roll it sideways. Do the same thing over here. We're just going to make some accidental random patterns and I'm going to bend them to my will. And grass is sometimes chopped off, and that's going to work for me too. So, that says I have 8 seconds, but I know I not have another minute. So, I'm going to stop and set my timer. She said optimistically. And say, I'll see you in the next video. I'll set that in a second. This is Priscilla in Spring Hill, in her backyard, in her so-called studio, next to the garden shed. And we're making grass, and it's kind of cool, and I'm not hating it. And we'll see you in a minute. So this is me out for now, and I'll be back in a second. If you're back in a second, I'll see you then. Bye.